People often ask me, on this journey of self-discovery, does infinity exist? It's a profound question, but I believe it's a gateway to something even deeper, even more transformative. What does it mean for anything to exist? As we peel back the layers of our inner world, seeking the peace that's always been there, let's explore how this question touches the divine spark in all of us. People often wonder, does infinity exist? It's a deep question, right? But it leads us to something even bigger. What does it mean for anything to exist? As we dig into ourselves, let's explore how this connects us to the divine spark within us all. Over the next 20 minutes, we'll embark on this inner exploration to turn that intuition around. We'll delve into the idea that we have a far clearer, more fulfilling understanding of mathematical existence than of the physical objects we touch every day. And to do that, we'll start by questioning the very foundation of our outer experiences, inviting mindfulness to guide us inward. To uncover what's truly real, we must first mindfully examine our core assumption that we grasp the nature of the physical world. We experience it. Yes, we tap on tables, savor drinks, celebrate milestones. But as we'll discover together, experiencing something isn't the same as understanding it. When it comes to the physical world, our true comprehension is almost entirely elusive, much like the fleeting thoughts we observe in meditation. Chapter 1. The dissolving world, the mystery of physical existence. Let's engage in a mindful thought experiment. Imagine a steam locomotive. I can describe it exhaustively. The blueprints, its weight, the gear mechanisms, every rivet. We can visualize it together until it's vivid in our minds. But then, I pose a simple question. What would it mean for this locomotive to exist physically? What's the difference between the one in our imagination and one that's truly there? You might say, it means it exists in the physical world, but that's circular, it doesn't illuminate. It echoes the mystery. What does in the physical world truly signify? I believe there's no fully sensible answer. It's a deep enigma, one that invites us to turn inward for clarity. For me, this is where everyday assumptions begin to dissolve. Much like illusions fade in self-discovery, I turned to contemplation seeking certainty, and what emerged is that the more science reveals about the solid world, the less certain it becomes. In Newtonian times, we pictured a mechanical universe of solid atoms like billiard balls. But that view shattered. Atomic theory came, then subatomic particles, electrons, protons, neutrons, followed by quarks and leptons. Now at the core, physics describes not solid things, but wave functions in probability clouds. The more we probe, the more the tangible world evaporates. The essence of that apple on your desk becomes increasingly mysterious, not clearer. We can interact with it, but understanding eludes us. This stands in beautiful contrast to the abstract realm, where clarity awaits like the peace in mindfulness. Chapter 2. The bedrock of logic, the surprising clarity of abstract existence. As physical reality grows more enigmatic under examination, the abstract world of mathematics does the opposite. It sharpens, refines, and defines itself. This is the great inversion of our expectations. In my view, we lack a true account of what that desk apple fundamentally is, but we can offer a deeply satisfying explanation of abstract existence, one that resonates with the divine spark's unchanging truth. Consider a simple mathematical object, like the empty set, the set with nothing in it. I can define it precisely, the predicate which is never true. I can outline its logical properties, how it relates to other sets, even the singleton of the empty set. The key isn't simplicity or complexity. It's that deeper exploration makes it clearer, not more obscure. No dissolving into uncertainty here. Its nature is fully captured in its logical definition and systemic role, much like how mindfulness reveals the core self beneath the layers. This brings me to a conclusion that feels bold yet true. We understand mathematical existence far better than physical existence. The abstract realm, often seen as mere invention, is actually more transparent. We can define it, trace its logic from base to pinnacle. This clarity echoes the self-discovery process, where peeling layers leads to profound inner peace. Of course, this sparks its own deep inquiry. If mathematical objects are so clearly delineated, less mysterious than a rock or chair, what are they? The answer, I feel, comes from a transformative perspective called structuralism, which can guide our inner journey. Chapter 3. A new way to see the power of structuralism. So, what is the number 4? A mark on paper, a mental concept, something in an otherworldly space. Philosophy has long wrestled with essence. But structuralism slices through this by shifting from what is it to what does it do. Much like mindfulness shifts from ego to present, structuralism holds that a mathematical object's importance lies not in its substance, but in its function within a structure. Its identity is its relationships to everything else in the system. This to isomorphism. Take the natural numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. With addition, multiplication, an isomorphic copy mirrors it exactly using different elements, preserving all relations. It's like chess. The game's structure matters, not whether pieces are ivory or plastic. Here's the wonder. In natural numbers, 4 follows 3, equals 2 plus 2, square root of 16. Structurally, anything playing that role perfectly is 4 in Kantian thought experiment. This water bottle could stand for 4, creating an isomorphic system. It functions flawlessly. Mathematical truths translate perfectly. Thus, structurally, what is 4 really is irrelevant. We focus on role, not essence. This isn't just theory, it resolves century-old puzzles born from wrong questions, like the Julius Caesar problem, helping us discover deeper truths within. Chapter 4. The Julius Caesar problem. Over a century ago, philosopher Gottlob Frege aimed to base math on logic. He defined number equality via one-to-one set correspondence, like matching sheep to chairs. But Frege saw a flaw. His system defined equality, but not what a number is, failing to separate numbers from non-numbers. Hence, the Julius Caesar problem. His principles couldn't exclude Julius Caesar being a number. We instinctively reject this. Julius Caesar isn't a number. Many thought essential properties numbers have that he lacks. The structuralist response is elegantly simple. Show me your number system. If Caesar isn't in it, replace, say, 17 with him. The new isomorphic system works. Caesar is now 17. It doesn't disrupt math because essence doesn't matter, only role, preceded by 16, followed by 18. Structuralism solves by deeming the question irrelevant to math, which is about structure, not essence. This frees us to contemplate mathematical reality anew, aligning with our channel's exploration of the divine within. Chapter 5. Life in the Platonic realm, embracing math as abstract structures, clear beyond physical mystery, leads to mathematical realism. These structures exist independently, not just mentally. The Platonic realm is pure form and logic. Questions like, do they exist in place and time, may misapply physical terms to non-physical reality. This doesn't claim it's more real than your chair. That's misleading. Rather, our account of its existence is more complete. As one on this inner path, I dwell in this realm. The reality I grasp most surely is abstract, mirroring the peace we find in self-discovery. This highlights the distinction. We richly experience the physical parties, right? But that doesn't mean understanding. Our grasp of physical nature is minimal. Conversely, mathematical existence offers convincing understanding built on logic, comprehensible like the divine spark. So, how do these worlds converge in our journey? The final synthesis. 2 ways of knowing. Where has this inward exploration led? Not to deny your chair's reality, but to question real and honor abstract structures' profundity as part of self-discovery. Recap. We started with physical primacy, but it dissolved into mystery. Math showed clarity via logic. Structuralism framed it as structure over essence. The big idea. Reality has forms. Physical, sensed in experiences like parties. Mathematical, grasped logically, number sets. Our error. Assuming vivid experience equals deep understanding. I believe we experience physical deeply but understand little. Math, less experienced, yields deeper existence insight. It's like approaching truth from two paths. Physics delving into matter's mystery. Math ascending from logic. In mindfulness, they might converge, revealing the divine spark uniting all. What resonates for you? Which reality feels more fundamental on your journey? Share in the comments. Thanks for joining this exploration.